Let's bring in Durmuş Aydın, who's in Istanbul. He's the Secretary General of the IHH Humanitarian Relief Foundation. Really good to have you with us, Durmuş. Firstly, we know that the humanitarian needs of potentially millions of people are now being met by organizations such as yours in southeastern Türkiye, where those earthquakes struck almost 2 weeks ago now. Describe to us what the relief effort is on the ground and what your organization is doing there.
Thank you very much for having me. Yes, since the earthquake happened, our search and rescue teams and delivering the humanitarian aid teams are on the ground with the staff of more than 5,000 people. Now this is more organized and more coordinated people, on the ground with the coordination of AFAD. And the relief effort is still carrying on, delivering food parcels, delivering the hot food and hygiene kits, baby diapers, canned food, etc. And as you've seen on the visuals, also the needs are huge, and we are talking about millions of people affected by the earthquake. So we need more effort and we need more support nationally and internationally. All NGOs and INGOs, all the government facilities are on the ground trying to meet the needs of the people. And our organization, IHH, is still with the 21 logistics centers and coordination offices trying to deliver all the needs of people on the ground who are affected by the earthquake.
You were telling us about the extensive relief operation that's currently happening on the ground across those 10 provinces in those quake-affected regions. Tell us what is needed right now in terms of aid and relief supplies. What are the most pressing items that's needed there?
Yeah, the first needed items is the tents and the places for people to stay. And secondly, the people, they need to have the toilets, mobile toilets or any sort of toilets, so that they can keep themselves clean. And of course, the shower facilities for the people, because now we're talking about days and days that people, they could not get be clean. So these are the first needs. And the other thing is container houses also taking place at the moment. Turkish relief agency, AFAD, is already, they organized hundreds of tons of tents and container houses. As IHH Humanitarian Organization as well, we are coordinating with the Misyat together some container houses and tents for the people. And yes, people, they need more places to stay, like tents and container houses and food and hygiene kits.
Yes, and Durmuş, we know that the search and rescue operations is still ongoing, even almost 2 weeks after the earthquake struck. Remarkably, we are thankfully still seeing people being pulled alive from the rubble. But in tandem to that, we are having this relief operation that's also unfolding in earnest. How much longer, how long do you think it will take for this relief operation to really meet all the needs of the people that have been affected by these earthquakes?
Yeah, as much as it's needed, because we are talking about thousands of people on those cities. So the needs will be huge, and I can't say it is 1 month or 6 months or 1 year, but we have to, the national and international organizations, or even the states, they should be carrying on their support for those victims, victimized people because of the earthquake. As you can see, that the situation is, it's very scary, and the people are in panic. So the other thing is, most of the people, they left their cities and they went to the neighboring countries. Ministry or some of the ministries explained that even the Yunus Sezer, head of the AFAD, explained more than 400,000 people evacuated from the different cities or government places to stay. So the relief programs, not just in those affected areas, also those people who are moved to different cities, they need also assistance for their daily life and the long-term process.
And we know most of the casualties have been suffered in Türkiye itself, but in neighbouring Syria, we know there's a lot of need for assistance and help there. And it did take some time for any help to reach the affected areas in northwestern Syria. And even when we did see those aid deliveries finally arrive in Syria, there really wasn't enough there to meet the needs of the thousands of people who were affected there. Is your organisation on the ground in Syria as well, helping to meet the needs of the quake victims there?
Yes, definitely. The IHH Humanitarian Relief Foundation, since the beginning of the earthquake, our search and rescue teams and relief workers are on the ground. And still we are carrying on to help the devastating earthquake who are affected by the earthquake, those people who in Syria. So the problem is in Syria, it's more, is really problematic because of lack of the facilities in terms of health, in terms of the other things, relief items. The problem is the first couple of days, it was really horrible for them to get the reliefs from the crossing borders because of the problems. But now they are getting the relief from the different organizations, especially United Nations. But those are not enough because we are talking about more than 4 million people. And then those people, out of that 1.8 million people are living under the tents. So, and we are talking about the 5,000 people who lost their lives because of the earthquake. And we are talking about thousands of people who are injured after the earthquake. And those people, they need more care, they need more facilities, they need more assistance. But unfortunately, the relief efforts, if you look at the international way, it's not well enough.
Okay, Durmuş Aydın, Secretary General of the IHH Humanitarian Relief Foundation. Thank you so much again for joining us, and really the very best of luck with your work there.